back to the NFA Review channel. Today we're going to review the Dead Air Armament Sandman L. Alright, this suppressor does ship with that nice Simpson sock which aids in handling the suppressor when it's hot. It is 8.9 inches long, 1.5 inches in diameter, and 21.8 ounces in weight. The baffle stack is full circumference welded stellite, very strong, and the tube and mounting surface where the threads are 17.4 heat treated stainless. It is rated up to 300 Win Mag, and the noise reduction from the factory testing is 31 decibels with 762. The tube is finished in Cerakote, and the brake and the mount is finished in nitride. Warranty is lifetime, and the retail on it is $11.99. Street prices are lower. Alright, looking at the back of the mount, you can see the indent. That is there to help you correctly time the suppressor every time so it lines up with the corresponding slot on the muzzle brake, which I'll show you in a little bit. The suppressor does have interchangeable end cap flash hiders, and more will be available at a later date. Alright, one neat feature of the suppressor is the toolless removal of the QD mount system. Now, most of you know that rifle cans are low maintenance because it gets so hot it burns off the carbon within the baffle stack. However, should your mount need some servicing, you can do it in the field without any tools. All you do is you pull the detent back against the pressure of the spring to move it past the corresponding lug on the end cap. So this comprises of the end cap, the detent ring, and the spring. Shown here in reverse order for assembly, you would first put on the spring, then the detent ring, and then the end cap. And now you would have to make sure you clock it all the way around all three stops. Alright, now we'll take a closer look at the suppressor mount, in this case the muzzle brake that ships with each suppressor, and obviously you can buy extras for your multiple hosts that you'll be using the suppressor on. One nice thing that Dead Air Armament does is they include a shim kit, which is very cool as it saves the end user the hassle of buying one and tracking one down to get his mount installed. Let's take a closer look at this mount, and I'll point out some design features that Dead Air Armament has incorporated into it. One of the more notable features, and one that I grew quite fond of during testing, were these side ports on either side of the mount. What they do is direct the gas pressure forward into the side brakes, and what it does is disrupt the fireball you get and the left and right concussion that fellow shooters would feel. The other noticeable design feature would be the 3 ports that they drilled at the 12 o'clock position of the brake, and this did a really good job of keeping the muzzle rise tamed and in control. And before we get shooting, I wanted to show you a quick length comparison with the Sandman S that I will be releasing next. So let's go ahead and get shooting. We're going to be shooting 300 Blackout, 5.56, and 308. Hope you enjoy the video.
Full auto 300 Blackout mag dump, brake test. Hell yeah. Full auto, unsuppressed. Fuck yeah. And a half inch, unsuppressed. Half inch, unsuppressed.